so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. If you are not in that platform, try to be there. If you are not in that platform, or you want to be in that platform, leave a message on the comment section. After this program, I am going to send you the link so that you can be able to join. Mind the people you listen to. Be very careful the people you listen to and people you pay attention to. Be very careful the message you listen to so they don't pollute your mind. Because whatever decision you take today, you will be held responsible. When it's going to happen to you, it will happen to you alone. Nobody will be there. Nobody's going to rescue you. For every decision you take today, you will be held responsible. That is why we must digest every single statement that comes to us. Every single information or message that comes to us. Digest it. If that area is not your jurisdiction, there's no point in listening to it. Don't give ear to it. Don't give ear to things that doesn't concern you. There's no point. There's no point. I give you an example of myself. Even as I'm in autopilot media, there are so many things that I don't ask about. I don't want to know. And I must not get into it because that is not my area of jurisdiction. But anything that has to do with media, if it is not told to me, I will ask questions. Anything that has to do with media, I get involved in it. Likewise, you that is in the comment section, there is another assignment that Chukwuokama have placed you. Maybe your own assignment is to be sharing videos. Whenever you see a platform where the autopilot message being produced, you share videos. Maybe your own calling is sensitization on the ground, sensitizing people, telling people the story of Biafra, encouraging people, making your donations in the ESN. All these are different calls that everybody have. Whichever one Chukwuokama have touched your heart to participate in, continue to follow it diligently. Do not poke nose where you are not called. That makes you a saboteur because you are going to be sabotaging every other person that is there. When you begin to poke nose into an area that doesn't concern you, it has become a sabotage. And as you are sabotaging that area, that has made you a saboteur. We must be very careful the people we will listen to. We must be very careful what we say, what we do. It will not be a good thing that after all this war that we have faced, after all this war we have faced for almost 2 years, it should not be a nice thing that we will still be there. That we will still be here. Saying things or dancing from left to right. It should not be nice that we will be found wanting. The only thing that remains now is for us to take our crown of glory. Why would you allow yourself to be used? Why would you allow yourself to be destroyed? Why would you allow the enemy use you? Why? We are in a time where we are supposed to be preparing the ground. We have walked into our Biafra, securing step by step 1 inch and 1 inch and 1 inch. Instead of you to get yourself engaged in it, you are busy being a distraction. You are busy spoiling the mind of those who are working. You are busy creating attention unnecessarily, even when you know you have nothing to offer. You have no role to play. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? You are busy going platform to platform, sharing voice messages that doesn't make sense. You are sharing voice messages that doesn't make sense. In one of the voice messages I listened to,
the so-called man that is not worthy to be had. I don't like mentioning people's name because most of them are not worthy to call their name. They don't deserve mentioning their name in any platform. Somebody is making a video. In the video, you are confessing in that video that you have no role to play in autopilot. You are nowhere. There is no any place you have a role to play. And yet, after having that knowledge that you have no role to play, you are now asking questions about a sensitive area. And now you are expecting the person in charge of that sensitive area to come and explain to you. As who? As what? An area that is as sensitive as security section. If you know you have so much in your brain, you know too much, why don't you calm down? Calm down and be part of the management. Calm down, go through the normal process and join the administrative section of the autopilot. As long as you come into the administrative section of the autopilot, then you can make your point known. You'll be given a responsibility. You prove yourself what you can do. Not sitting outside and you want to control somebody who is inside. How does it happen? That is a stupid act, and that makes you a saboteur. We are in a time where lies are being built on every angle. A time where everybody is scamming. Everybody have opened their mouth like a lion. They want looking for whom to swallow. Do you think we are fools? I tell you all the time that we learn from what happened to others. We don't wait for it to happen to us before we learn. We learn from people's mistake. Our supreme leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, this was how they attacked Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They pushed him against the wall. They called him names. At his time, they framed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu up. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu wanted to buy a transmitter, that was how they began to push on of propaganda. They forced Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to show them where the transmitter is. The same people who accuse him of eating the money of the transmitter, they forced Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to expose where the transmitter is. And when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu exposed where the transmitter is, the same people went to the DSS and they reported, and that transmitter was carried. And when this transmitter was seized, the same people went at the back and connected people who went and bought the transmitter. The heart of man is evil. After seeing what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have passed through, then you want us to begin to fall victim of that same problem. It cannot happen. Our duty to do is to straighten every crooked way. Every mistake must be corrected. This is how they stole a lot of money from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. This group we call, they say they're going to negotiate. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will listen to them. This group will come and they will say they are going to do negotiation. This one will say they are going to bring their lawyer, they are going to bring their legal representative, they are going to do this, they are going to do that. From different angles, they will be taking money and running away. And in this era, we say it cannot happen anymore. It cannot happen anymore. In this era, look at the radio, the voice of Biafra. The voice of Biafra that our spokesman Master Simon Ekpa made in place. The voice of Biafra that will circulate everywhere. If they tell you how much people siphon from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to put Radio Biafra, you wouldn't believe it. Criminals. These same people are Biafra. If you know the amount of people who call themselves Biafra stole from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on the name of fixing radio. That same radio is what Master Simon Ekpa fixed with a mega amount. Very cheap amount. Master Simon Ekpa stood in one place and began to fix it everywhere. You are talking against Master Simon Ekpa, challenging him. Who the hell do you think you are? You are challenging Master Simon Ekpa. Call him a nobody. Even after all he has seen. The Department of Saboteur have dragged him, and they got tired and they ran away. The zoo fought him, they got tired and ran away. The international media fought him, they got tired and ran away. They fought him in Nigeria, they fought him from Finland, they fought him with government versus government, and they failed. And you think you will be the one to bring him down? Are you not insane? Are you not insane? You want to blackmail Master Simon Ekpa, somebody who has a very good job that he's doing in Finland, with his background, with the things you have seen throughout this struggle, with the kind of level he has in Finland. Do you think he will lack? With the kind of level he has in Finland, do you think he needs your money? What amount does he want to make that he cannot make? Do you think he needs your money? With his level in Finland, do you think he needs your money? How much are you going to donate? How much? Dear friends, we must stand up. Do not get yourself involved in sabotaging the struggle. Don't listen to all those saboteurs. Close your ear to gossip. We have crossed that stage. We have crossed that stage long time ago. Why are you paying attention to gossip? Why are you paying attention to gossip? Even when you know what the Zoological Republic is, that contraption is a scam itself. They take advantage of every single situation, including dead body. They use dead body to take advantage and collect money. That is how bad it is. If you're one of those who is emotionally troubled, who is not emotionally stable, you can't do anything in this struggle. Don't allow them to blackmail you with their emotional abracadabra. They will call you and tell you different kinds of stories. The latest language now is men on the ground. Everybody come and claim men on the ground. Every Tom, Dick and Harry, they are men on the ground. But I tell you that is a Biafran. If you are genuine, autopiloted, the only man that can tell us about the men on the ground is Master Simon Ekpa. Only him and the hero alone. He knows the men on the ground. When he says, when Master Simon Ekpa talk about men on the ground, at least we know whom the people he's talking about. He is talking about the ESN that Mazen Nande can put in place. When people talk men on the ground, ask him which men on the ground he's talking about. Which one? Any such men on the ground that Master Simon Ekpa is not aware of. Forget it. They are already using ESN to scam. They are already using, even in that zoo, they will pick up a call and they will call person. They begin to threaten people with the ESN. Didn't you hear when I was supposed to do the video? Our spokesperson do the program and he plays on video. We are people, we are calling individual. They will call somebody and tell them they are ESN, they are coming. Meanwhile, these people are not ESN. Scamming people in the name of ESN. Today, the new latest scam today is men on the ground. The latest scam today is men on the ground. Everybody have men on the ground. One person will just call you, I have men on the ground. Our camp is this, this, men on the ground. Are you mad? Are you sick? Are you sick? The auto-piloted IPOB, under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Ekpa and on the level of Master Nande, we do not sponsor criminals. We don't sponsor cultists. We don't sponsor thieves. The people we are sponsor is a security outfit mapped out to secure Biafra land, to secure Biafra boundaries. They are the people we work with. So if your men on the ground, your cultic men on the ground, your criminal men on the ground, your dead squad on the ground, you should deal with them. They are your business. Don't attach them to us. Do not. And if you are a true man on the ground, you should know whom to contact. You have no business calling any idiot anywhere. Because the two men on the ground have access and they know whom to call. When they need anything, they have a problem, they know who to call. They wouldn't come and begin to call any idiot, any clown on the street. Any clown on the street, you begin to call. With the security situation in that zoo, how can a genuine person, a genuine commander be calling somebody who is nobody in the autopower struggle? In autopilot struggle, you're not even part of any administrative, even though you are autopilot, but you are not in any administrative level. And so you are claiming that somebody called you. You and the person that calls you, both of you are fake. You are all saboteurs. And that is how they sabotage. The same thing they did to Mazen Nandekan. Some will come and group themselves. They will group themselves. They will contact people in Nigeria. They will say they are working on transmitter. They are installing transmitter. They need money. Money will be given to them. And that is, they share it and move away. That was how they were stealing from Mazen Nandekan. People abroad, we gang, the ones abroad, we gang up with the ones in Nigeria. They will form a group and form one story and tell. And they will tell Mazen Nandekan. These members of the Department of Saboteur, all these Department of Saboteur that were sacked, they will sponsor people and people collecting money from Mazen Nandekan at every given point, squashing the money of the Biafran people. And Master Simon came on board and said, it will not happen again. You cannot. It can't happen again. And they can't handle it. Today they are bringing different kinds of blackmail. That your men on the ground are not fed well. That is your men on the ground. They are not our men. The men on the ground you are talking about are not our ESN, autopiloted. Under the spokesmanship of Master Simon and the leadership of Mazen Nandekan, they are not the people we are talking about. When you say men on the ground, try to define it. Which men? That is what I want every Biafran to have. When you hear any propaganda, any gossip anywhere talking about men on the ground, ask them which men. Which men? When they begin to tell you cock and bull stories, if those men are not under the command of Master Simon Ekpa, forget them. Let them deal with their problem. When they say they don't have access to Master Simon Ekpa, it means they are not with him. Any man on the ground that doesn't have access and doesn't communicate to Master Simon Ekpa, he is not for us. For making that statement alone, that should make you know that these people are scammers. Because if you are Biafran man on the ground, if you're a Biafran man on the ground, Eastern Security Network, you should be able to know the channel to reach Master Simon Ekpa or Madam Azoka. You should know the channel. So any member of autopilot, if you are not in administrative section and somebody is calling you and claiming to be man on the ground, tell him, simple thing you tell him, if you are a man on the ground, you should know whom to contact. Only that response will send him packing. That is what we are supposed to be doing. Anybody that bring any story of men on the ground, ask him a simple question. Do you have a channel to reach out to the people in charge of the administrative section? Master Simon or Madam Azoka. And he said, no, we call him, he doesn't take call. We don't reach him. That means he is not for us. They are on their own. They are scammers. Seeking for whom to scam. So many of them already have stolen a lot of money and they ran away. The same thing they did to Mazen Nandekan. They stole huge amount of money from Mazen Nandekan at every given time. Even in this kingdom from Mazen Nandekan, you saw people stealing money in the name of going to call a lawyer. In the name of picking lawyer. Foreign lawyer, international lawyer, from different angles. Collecting money unnecessarily. That is one danger. One danger we find ourselves into. People we are dealing with. This is why we must get out of the zoo. The Zoological Republic have structured people's mind in such a way that people use everything for job and scam. People use any single opportunity you give them, they use it to make money. That has become, including Biafrans, it affects everybody. Every single opportunity, including dead body, they use dead body to make money. I have had in one of the occasions where somebody was given money to go and conduct burial. Money was released for somebody to go and conduct burial for somebody who died. Instead of conducting that burial, he left the person in the mortuary and took the money and ran away. That is how bad it is. Some of them will go and snap a picture or video that doesn't have anything to do with the struggle. They will go and take a picture and video of something that happens between a cult group and something that have anything to do with the struggle. And now they will bring the picture and video for you to sponsor. They will call you from Biafra land with their contacts they have abroad. The next thing they'll be telling you about the men on the ground. But when you ask them the vital questions, they can't answer. Biafrans, anybody that speaks about men on the ground, simple question. Men on the ground, you said, don't you have a channel to reach out to administrative section? He will tell you we call, they don't answer. They call, answer. Just know that these people are criminals. As simple as that. Just know that they are criminals. These people are a bunch of criminals. As soon as they begin to give that reason, we cannot be able to reach it. I called him, he couldn't answer. He's a criminal. Don't mind him. I don't know why, after knowing the kind of country we have found ourselves into, after knowing, were you born today? This is something that every Nigerian knows. Nigeria people use everything for scam. And the mentality have entered into Biafra people. That mentality, their mind have been conditioned that they use everything for scam. I give you so many examples already. Look at the change of money. The changing of money that the government did. And the funny thing is that it is the government that created the avenue for all this scam. They created the avenue for the scam. The government of Nigeria created. Look at COVID-19. COVID-19, the government of Nigeria, the politicians used it to scam the world. In COVID-19, they spent a huge amount of money to buy the vaccine. How many people took the vaccine? It went to the extent that even the vaccine, they went and began to buy expired one, vaccine that have only 2 weeks to expire. That was what they went and ordered for. That is how bad it is. Look at this their selection they did. This recent selection they did. You had the billions of naira, billions of dollars that was invested to build their election, whatever, to build their beavers and do whatever. At the end of the day, what happened? What did you see? Where did they spend the money? The same thing they do. You give a contract to somebody, give a contract to anybody in that zoo. Politicians will take a contract that we execute with 5 billion. They will make it 10 billion. And even in that 10 billion, they will not still execute that contract. That is how bad it is. A road that will be built with 5 billion, they will go and raise the amount to 10 billion. And even when they collect that 10 billion, they will not still do that road. They will only grade the road, pour granite in it, and that is the end. Everybody goes. So the fraud, the scam is foundational. Every single opportunity. That is why you see them dying for politics. That is why you see politicians during the time of election, like they have done, you see them fighting day and night, bribing, dashing money out. And you'll be wondering, if really you are coming to serve, why must you be spending such amount of money just to serve somebody else? Why will you be spending billions to have a position just because you want to serve?